What it do, everybody? Zazel here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing an alternative ending to the What If Naruto Had Thor's Power series. Now, some of you might be like, what do you mean? Alternative ending, it was a good ending, I liked it. Well, I mean, if you're not into darker endings, or at least a different ending, it's not necessarily dark, but it's dark at the same time. It's completely different. So yeah, just sit back, relax, maybe grab the popcorn, or maybe a box of tissues, or I don't know. You just alright. Let's get into the video.
Back off, Jay!
This tropical guerrilla running quick, I pull the trigger, your face in the carpet. You bitch, what the fuck? I do not fall with you, hitting the motherfucking bullets. I hold up the chopper, you shoot at your head, cause I only be aiming for headshots, bitch. Dirty rock, cause I'm a motherfucking chopper, baby. Cartoon. This tropical guerrilla running quick, I pull the trigger, your face in the carpet. You bitch, what the fuck? I do not fall with you, hitting the motherfucking bullets. I hold up the chopper, you shoot at your head, cause I only be aiming for headshots, bitch.
During this period of time, the Naruto has been, I guess you could say, running or looking for the Akatsuki this entire time. He's been taking them out one by one, trying not to kill them, but it's come to the point where he's had to kill every single one of them. The hardest being Kakuzu and, of course, Hidan at this point. When they appeared, or when he initially went up against them, he faced off, squaring off. He walks forward and begins to speak. Hey, I recognize those codes. You guys are Akatsuki members, aren't you? They look over. Wait, is that Naruto? Hidan, of course, remarks, looking at Naruto. Naruto looks over. Oh yeah, that's me. Wow, you're just making our job easy, aren't you? Just coming straight over and, providing us with the Nine Tails. Thanks, kid. I mean, I guess you understand our cause. Well, I guess you would like me to say yes. I don't understand your cause, and I don't really want to, Naruto replies. And before Hidan could even remark or even say anything to reply to Naruto's, statement, he suddenly disappears from their vision. And then he's suddenly behind Hidan, whirling his hammer, slamming it upward, suddenly sending Hidan flying into the air. With so much immense force, his body begins to be struck by lightning, and he falls to the floor charred. Naruto just says, oh shit, maybe I might have gone a little far on that one. It looks like I fucking used a lot more power than I intended. Hidan gets up and just begins to crack his neck. Damn, that one hurt. It was a little sting. Naruto looks over. Oh shit, what the fuck? I have killed many people on accident, and that was going to be another one to my death toll. But what the fuck just happened? How are you alive? He's like, hey, I am immortal. And Naruto's like, oh, well, that would make sense. Then he looks over to Kakuzu. How about you? You have any secret, abilities going on around here? I mean, something, you gotta help me out. I mean, it's about to be a 2v1. Come on, help a motherfucker out. He's like, oh, well, I mean, I'll let you know this. Since, I'm so powerful, you won't be able to beat me. And Naruto's like, yeah. Tell me, come on, what the fuck? I need a little bit of information. He's like, alright. Well, simply putting it, I have these hearts on my back, right? You destroy these masks, basically I'm dead. And then before you could even finish his statement, Naruto is suddenly slamming his hammer against the floor, and about 10 lightning bolts appear, shattering every single one of the masks. Kakuzu falls to the floor dead. Naruto's just like, wow, that guy was actually really fucking easy. I am surprised he told me that, actually. Like, why the fuck would he tell me his weakness? What a dumbass. Hidan's like, bro, that was my homie. What the fuck? No, Naruto looks over. He's like, hey, since I can't kill you, I'm gonna let you free. I'll tell you a little secret. I'm gonna go kill everyone else, or I'll just beat them to a pulp. Now you've been beaten to a pulp. I'll let you go. Don't go into mischief. Otherwise, I'll be forced to, dismember your body, scatter them across the fucking around the world. You'll have an arm in like the fucking hidden rain village and shit like that. So you don't want that. He's like, bud, I think you're right. And he ends up walking off with grabbing his scythe, pulling it along, and he's beginning to cry to himself. He's like, man, Kakuzu, who am I gonna drink with now? So, Naruto ends up moving on to the next pair. He ends up seeing Itachi, he ends up seeing fucking Kisame. He's like, oh shit, these guys look really fucking powerful. He walks up, Kisame looks around, he's like, hey, I know you. Aren't you Naruto Uzumaki? He's like, wow, everyone knows my name, don't you? Well, I guess I am pretty fucking famous for, my awesome abilities. He's like, well, I guess you're pretty strong, but they call me the tailed beast for a reason, as he rushes towards Naruto with Samehada in hand trying to slice downward. Now, Naruto basically was using a lightning clone this entire time. As he comes up, he ends up getting shocked or electrocuted by this, making his entire body go numb, as he falls to the floor in a paralysis state for about, a few seconds, giving enough time for Naruto to place Mjolnir on top of him, making it so he cannot move. Now, Itachi basically looking over, he's like, oh shit, Naruto, what the fuck do I do? I'm part of the leaf, I can't destroy the leaf, but I gotta put up an act. So he ends up running over, he's like, trying to attack Naruto with a kunai. Naruto's like, there's no bloodless behind this. As he blocks, moving, or like, shoving upward on Itachi's arm, flipping him over his shoulder, slamming down with his elbow at the same time, basically breaking the ribcage of Itachi. Itachi ends up spitting up blood. He's like, holy fuck, dude, I cannot hold back against this dude. Now Naruto's like, hey, bud, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how the fuck did this dude get so damn overpowered? He was just swinging a hammer a fucking second ago. He was flying over this fucking shit. How are you able to do this? And I'll be like, I'll be honest, I don't know. And Itachi's like, I was not thinking that, but alright, I guess I am now. So Itachi ends up getting up using Genjutsu, tricking Naruto, getting behind him, trying to attack Naruto, realistically, trying to paralyze him for a short period of time, just to, give him a little bit of time to recover from his injuries. But Naruto expected this, however. He ended up coating his entire body in a lightning cloak, ultimately providing him with a pretty sound defense, making Itachi's arm go numb. He turns back and kicks Itachi back against a tree, running towards him, enhancing his speed with the lightning so he gets there, surpassing the speed of light itself. As he grabs Itachi by his throat, he's like, hey, I'm not gonna kill you guys. I mean, you guys look pretty fucking powerful. You guys just made some wrong decisions in your life. I mean, I know Sasuke wants to kill you, but that's really none of my concern. So I'll just let you chill, alright? You know? He's like, wait, really? He's like, yeah, dude. I'm just gonna go kill your boss or beat the shit out of him, something like that. Where's he at? He's like, he's in like village hidden in like the mist or some shit like that. He's like, oh, yo, that's dope. I'm gonna go there. So he ends up leaving, grabbing his fucking thing, whirling around his hammer, flying into the air, and everyone's like, what the? Yo, wait, hold on. Like, Itachi's like, dude, do you fucking see this shit? To Kisame, and Kisame's like, bro, are you actually showing emotion right now? He's like, how could I not? He's fucking flying. He's like, yeah, that's a fair point, fair assessment. Now Naruto flying over to, the location of where Pain would be, and of course, Konan. He appears, he ends up seeing Pain chilling out there. He's like, oh, I knew you were coming. My pain is greater than yours. He's like, shut the fuck up, faggot. I will show you what pain is. He's like, wait, what? What do you mean? He's like, little did you know, I have a hammer flying towards me. He's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, watch out. And suddenly a hammer comes flying from behind. It turns out Naruto ended up throwing Mjolnir as he jumped down from the air, and he was using it to summon it back. Ends up grabbing or piercing through one of the pain clones. This path of pain ended up being the one who can heal. Naruto did not actually know that there was any abilities for them. Didn't know any of that. It just ended up being pure luck, and the most important one, I guess you could say. The Diva path likely would have survived. So he ends up fucking fighting, squaring off against this dude. It's a brawl for brawl. They're hitting the shit out of each other. He's like, yo, you know what just occurred to me? These bodies are not even yours, are they? He's like, whoa, how did you know that? He's like, well, because I can stop this real quick. He's like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, well, just look at this. As he suddenly slams his hammer down to the floor, electrocuting every metal area and, every metal thing in the area. Basically, it's a conductor for his lightning, causing him to take control over the paths of pain. As he does this, he's like, now I got my bitch boys here. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. As he ends up magically finding where, pain is, and he ends up going in, he's like, I don't want to beat your ass, but, I do want to beat your ass, but I don't want to kill you. Just explain to me all your issues. He ends up fucking, attempting to do Talk no Jutsu to the Talk no Jutsu master himself, Naruto. Naruto's like, dude, you have a really fucked up past, dude. I feel for you, bro. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here, bud. Don't worry about it. And Conan's like, dude, we're your enemies. Like, no. That's the issue. We're not enemies. You guys are thinking we're enemies. When we could be allies, we can be comrades. I'll help you seek world peace. What would gaining all this military power do to achieve world peace? He ends up playing into just giving a speech telling them of how retarded it was. And he's like, I really don't even know why. I mean, I guess I was following that one dude's orders. He's like, what do you mean one dude's? He's like, Obito, bro. He's like, or he says Madara. He's like, oh shit, Madara? I've heard of that name before. Where's that faggot at? I'm gonna go beat his ass. He's like, dude, I don't even know. Madara just shows up whenever he wants. Suddenly, Obito pops up. He's like, Pain, you have failed me and shit. And Naruto looks around, he's like, ha, got him. And suddenly, Mjolnir ends up coming behind, trying to kill Obito. But he phases, he ends up going through the hand. And Naruto's like, what the fuck, bro? You just, huh? No one's avoided my hammer like that. Yo, this is bullshit, dude. I want a refund. He's like, what? And he's like, what? As he runs forward, ends up slamming the hammer onto Obito's foot. Obito's like, motherfucker, you're a dirty fighter. He's like, yes, I am. As he grabs Obito, trying to yank him outside. But Obito ends up going into his own dimension, popping up again and attacking Naruto, slicing his Achilles tendon. Naruto's like, I have to be careful around you, you slippery motherfucker. As suddenly Obito attacks, he ends up dodging the kunai, grabbing Obito's arm. And then Obito tries to phase again. However, Naruto ended up, using a conduit of energy. He recently grabbed one of the poles from fucking pain things, and he ends up stabbing it into the hand of Obito. So now he's sending a constant stream of lightning chakra, or lightning, not chakra, pardon me, it's normal lightning through the body of Obito, frying his insides slowly, until Obito removes it, basically numbing his entire body so he's not moving as fast. And 4 more, or I guess 5 clones or something, because it's 6 paths of pain, but there's only 5. The 5 paths of pain end up following along with Naruto. He's using them as their bitch boys, basically. And they're attacking Obito. Obito is overwhelmed by this point, and he's trying to run away. But Naruto's like, got him. As suddenly, it is revealed that Naruto was not the one who was there the entire time. It was a lightning clone. And Naruto pops up and grabs Mjolnir off the floor that was across the room and slams it down on top of Obito, basically killing him in the process. He's like, fuck, dude, I was gonna try to let him live. But turns out some people end up dying in life. And he walks back over. He's like, alright, so the boss is now dead, so you guys are free to go. You guys look like a cute couple. I'll let this happen. She's like, we're not dating. He's like, well, I recommend you guys do. Your fucking boyfriend over here is looking pretty sickly. I mean, I can't really heal him, but I might know someone who can. She's like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, bro. And suddenly, he ends up slamming his hammer against the floor. Bifrost pops up, and he takes him to where Odin is. He's like, hey, old man, what the fuck's poppin'? He's like, yo, that is disrespectful. I'll let you know. Only my son has called me old man. And you know what happened to him? He's like, no, I really don't care either. Can you help me out? Maybe heal this dude. He's like, what? Whoa, well, I mean, sure, for sure. As he ends up healing Nagato, and Nagato is correctly, flexing his muscles. He's like, why would you heal me? He's like, we were just enemies a minute ago. He's like, well, because I could whoop your ass if I wanted to, realistically. You're not a problem. He's like, oh, I mean, alright, I guess. As they end up walking, or being teleported back. Now he's like, alright, well, I'm going to go back to my house now. Talk to you guys later. They're like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, no, I've been gone from my house for like a year now, so what the fuck not? So Naruto ends up going back, flying back to his actual location, or the Leaf Village. And the first place he goes is basically to shower at his house, get ready, grab some, flowers, and go see Ino and her parents. Because, he's missed his wife. As he walks, he knocks on their door, and he notices that no one seems to be home. But he does seem to hear something, so he opens the door. As he enters, he hears something from another room, Ino's room. He walks forward, seeing traces of another person. As he opens the door, he sees Kiba on top of a naked Ino as they begin to plow each other, going back and forth. And I literally mean plow. Ino had a dildo. Watch out. But it seems Naruto is in pure and utter shock. What the fuck is going on here? He says, looking around. Ino immediately gets up, covering herself. Naruto, what are you doing here? He's like, I come back and I fucking see you, fucking Kiba. The dog man? The one who smells like dog urine? What the fuck does that make me? Naruto, it's not what it seems like. Whoa, it's not what it seems like? You just couldn't get enough of that dog dick, could you? How many times you fucked her, Kiba? He looks over. You want an honest answer? Yes, I want a fucking honest answer. I mean, a week after you left, to be honest. You fucking whore! And I thought I loved you. I fucking loved you! As he ends up walking away, leaving the house. She begins to try to chase after him, but he bitch slaps her across the room. Don't fucking touch me, you whore. I'll kill you. However, before Naruto leaves, Ino is sitting on the floor, previously being bitch slapped, of course, and she begins to stumble out the words. I'm sorry. I was just so lonely ever since you left. Kiba comforted me. Wait, what the fuck? Are you serious? I just fucking went to go fight and basically save everyone's life in this fucking world, and you're telling me you cheated on me because you couldn't fucking hold in your sex drive for like, what, a year? I am going to kill you now, he says as he walks away, leaving the house, willing lightning, something to just destroy the entire house, as it begins to well up inside of him, this pain, and just seeing the deceit, rage building up as his eyes begin to glow. A reddish lightning begins to emulate around his body as a ginormous, one big lightning bolt with the biggest lightning storm he's ever seen strikes down, incinerating the entire house, along with Ino, as she yells out in agony, and Kiba. However, it seems Kiba got the lucky end, just incinerating his body entirely, while Ino was set in flames. Naruto looks over and begins to smirk as Ino runs towards him, begging for him to put it out.
Please, Naruto, stop it. It hurts. It hurts. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Naruto simply looks at her, smirking. What? So you could cheat on me again? Nah, this is the place you deserve to go. Why don't you go with your boyfriend Kiba in the afterlife? There you could suck his doggy dick all day. As she begins to look as Naruto turns away and walks, summoning Mjolnir and beginning to fly away. No, it's been about a day and a half, and Naruto's been chilling in his house. He's been thinking about the whole emotions, and he has a little bit of regret. He doesn't know if he should have killed her. He doesn't know how he feels about it. He doesn't feel remorse. He just feels pure anger and anguish. As suddenly a knock on his door happens. He opens it and he sees Ino's father. Mr. Yamanaka. What's going on? He's like, well, I have to tell you something. My daughter, she's died. And Naruto's like, oh, really? Damn, that sucks, bro. You got the whole squad laughing. He's like, what? He's like, I don't know, bro. He's like, why don't you seem fazed by this? He's like, I don't know, dude. We actually had a fight prior. He's like, I'm gonna bring you in for questioning. Now Naruto is brought in for questioning, and he reads his mind and sees what fucking happened. He basically wants to charge him for murder. Now Naruto looks over and he's like, hey, bud, your daughter was a whore. And that's saying something. Like, I did not expect that. What the fuck were you going to expect me to do in that situation? The rage took over. He's like, you fucking killed my daughter. He's like, yeah, she was a fucking slut. She gained my heart. The one person who truly seemed to care for me, and she didn't. And now look at you. You don't care. You clearly didn't. It was just a falsehood putting it up because your daughter. How did you not know your daughter was banging Kiba? Huh? She fucking at random times? He was not. You didn't notice him coming around a little more? Oh, I bet you fucking did. Bet you didn't care. Bet you liked her fucking sucking his doggy dick. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I might kill you too. He's like, what? He's like, no, actually, no. I think I'll let you know and let you in on something. You know why it's been about you know why your wife hasn't been home all night? He's like, why? Because I fucked her. He's like, wait, what? Yeah. I saw your wife grieving over your daughter, and I'll be honest, I did tell her what happened, and I told her exactly how I killed her. But for some reason, she didn't seem to really care too much about her daughter's death. She seemed more worried about the fact that I was in an emotional state. So she felt indebted to me. So, if you were to have actually looked in that room, your wife's sleeping on my bed naked right now. He's like, wait, you're kidding, right? You're fucking kidding me. He's like, no, let's go and check. As he grabs, Mr. Yamanaka and brings him to his house, suddenly showing him a naked wife there. He's like, what are you doing in here? And she's like, I'm sorry, but I had to repay him for what our daughter did. He's like, he fucking killed our daughter. She's like, I'm sorry. And this is when Naruto just looks down. He's like, yes, I have ruined another relationship in his mind as he walks out. And he's like, I am done with the relationships. He then sees later at a bar as he's grieving away drinking away his sorrows. He ends up seeing a very familiar face. Hinata. It seems she's working there, or not really working. She's just attending there for just a mission to help someone out. She sees Naruto just drinking away, and the news about him murdering someone was not gotten out, since the fact is, he was so immensely powerful he could kill the entire village like it's nothing, so they had to keep it on the lockdown. As they come over and they see she comes over and sees Naruto, she ends up talking to him. Naruto, I know you're probably grieving about Ino, but I really wanted to tell you, I've had feelings for you my entire life. I mean,
Ever since you saved me from the bullies as a kid, I've always liked you.
Now Naruto looks over, he's like, wow, I really did not expect that, I'm not gonna lie. She's like, really? He's like, yeah. So, wanna smash? She's like, wait, what? He's like, yes, we are going to smash now. Later that night, they end up clapping cheeks. Naruto taking out his sorrow on top of her, basically banging the puss. At that point, he is brought into a whole new world of alcohol and just sex. As he leaves or gets ready and puts on his clothes, leaving the motel in the morning or the love hotel, she looks over.
Naruto, I'm glad we're something now. I'm glad we're in a relationship.
Naruto looks over. Bitch, did I say we were in a relationship? No, we're just fuck buddies. Just because I fucked you doesn't mean that you mean anything to me.
She's like, what?
Yeah, I'm done loving people. I think I only care about myself now, he says as he walks away. She suddenly looks at, like, bewildered.
This isn't the Naruto she knew. This isn't the Naruto she loved. What monster has he turned into?
Naruto has this weird smirk as he begins to summon corrupted Mjolnir. It begins to emulate a black lightning, something darker than seen before, and it begins to fly off wearing his clothes. You know, I think I'll go cause a little chaos in this world, Naruto says as he begins to fly away. Now that's where we're going to leave this part off on. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Hey, this is going to be a really, really high like mark, but if you guys get this to, 1,000 likes, I might continue. I know it's impossible, but it's because I don't really want to continue. But hey, if you guys get it to 1,000 likes, I'll continue on with the story. I'm out.